So welcome back with planning in India, continuation of that topic, and we're going to talk about failures of planning. That where are we today after that, and the slow growth rate. Just go through it. You can just go through this. These are the points, and as you see, I'm going to give you a quick review of all these points. That whatever, of course, economic growth was the objective, and they did. I mean, out of being a stagnant economy, they did get out of it, but the growth rate was pretty much less. It was just 3.8%, which cannot be really regarded as satisfactory, if we one may say so. And there was a crisis, an unemployment crisis. Another very important objective of Indian planning was to create more and more employment opportunities for the growing labor force. And you can see the gap that in the last 20 years the growth rate of employment was say 2.2%, whereas the growth rate of labor supply has been 2.6%. So we can only say that it is the magnitude of unemployment has risen. Talking about self-reliance, the ultimate goal of Indian planning was to make a country self-reliant. Of course, we do no longer, and we didn't want to depend on foreign aid. We have made a significant progress, as we did point out, but again, we can know how self-reliant we are. It can be best judged by the balance of payments, and we have a good deficit in balance of payment that implies excess of visible and invisible imports over exports. And regarding to achieve the goal of social justice, that's also sadly lacking, because during the entire planning period we find that inequalities of income and wealth have actually increased. Percentage of people living below poverty line has not changed much. So if you see the report card, as we keep saying, that it has not been good enough. Really, I mean, there's so much to and talking about poverty levels, they also have gone so high. If you can just say abject poverty, as we said, that there's abject poverty. We have, if you see our poverty alleviation programs, and I mean, on paperwork is excellent, but when it came to implementation, I don't think much has been done there. We have not been able to eradicate poverty or bring down poverty, much less eradicate it. And we've had high rate of inflation. So that means again, and of course we have even our infrastructure, if you see, it's inadequate. Like power, what is infrastructure? Like, for example, power, roads, dams, bridges, schools, colleges and hospitals. They continue to be inadequate despite so many years of planning. So especially shortage of power is there that we see, which is a big impediment in the overall process of growth and development. And really we have to, of course, now planning in India, the 65 years of planning in India came to an end with a 12 5-year plan. And so we've come with a new concept of Niti Ayog, which is so much different than planning, and it's a very interesting concept which we'll do later. Thank you.